Hey everyone, welcome to my channel The Automation Guy. Today I am going to simplify TikTok Shop API for you so that you can start coding your integration right away without getting lost into thousands of pages of its API documentation. In this tutorial I am assuming you know the basics of REST API documentation and OAuth 2.0. The main aim of this tutorial is to get you started quickly to develop the TikTok Shop integration. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, what you will have to do is you have to register to the TikTok Shop partner portal. Now there are two different TikTok Shop partner portals, and there is a lot of confusion around who needs to sign up where. So let's simplify this, and let's simplify this by considering three different scenarios. So the first scenario is where if you are a, let's say if you are a US based registered company who wants to target only US based TikTok shops, you can simply sign up at US TikTok partner portal and you will be good to go. The second scenario is that you are a US registered business, but you also want to target the TikTok shops which are outside US. Then in that scenario you will have to not only sign up to US partner portal, but you also will have to sign up to the global partner portal, and you will have to repeat all those steps that we are going to do in this video in the global partner portal as well. Now the third scenario is where if you are a non-US registered company who wants to target TikTok shops who are in US or even outside the US, you can simply sign up to the global partner portal and you should be good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens once you have signed up to the partner portals. And once you have signed up, you see basically the a pretty simple dashboard where you can click on the get started button. Once you click on the get started, you will be presented with a screen like this, where first of all you will have to input the registration place of your business. Be careful while you are selecting this, because once you have selected option here, you won't be able to change it later on. Then it will ask you the target shops that you want to build the integration for, and you can select your target users or country where to which you will be targeting by this integration, right? Next step is like you will have to select the business category that you will be targeting, so you can select that relevant category, whatever is applicable for you. And there is one more option, and that option is useful if you are an in-house developer of a TikTok shop owner. Then select the option of in-house developer as mentioned in my screen, and then select the TikTok shop seller and verify with your TikTok shop admin email in the next step. Upon successful verification, your partner account will get approved right away. For other business categories, you will need to submit other documentation as well, right? So you can select all these fields and go ahead and submit all the documentations and submit the form. It will take around 2 to 3 business days to get approved. Once it is approved, you will be able to see a screen, basically a new menu I should say, in the left sidebar that says apps and service. Once you see that option enabled after 3 days of after 2-3 days of submitting your application, you can click on that menu, and when you click on that menu, you will be able to see a button on the top right that says create app and services. Once you click that, you will be taken to the next screen where it will ask you to select the app type you want to build. So there are two options. One is the public app. If you want to develop an app that you wish to publish to TikTok App Store, then you can select the public app option. And the another option is custom app. If you want to develop an app that you don't want to publish to TikTok Shop App Store, but still you won't be able to distribute it to individual sellers without any restrictions, you can select that option. It is important to note that whether you select the public app or the custom app, you get the same amount of data access level, the same amount of API call rate limitations. So TikTok Shop doesn't discriminate on the basis of the type of app you are going to build. And select the relevant type of app you want to build, and go ahead and scroll down and select the other information needed to create a OAuth 2.0 application. The informations like redirect URL and webhook URL that you want to receive the notifications from the API from. Okay, then submit the app creation form. Okay, so once you have submitted the app creation form, you will get the basic details that you get when you create a OAuth 2.0 application. The details like app ID and app secret token. Now once you have those details, you can simply start testing out the API. But before you start testing out the API, there is one additional step that you need to perform, which is you need to apply for the data permissions your app will be accessing to. So click on the manage API as you can see on my screen and apply for the necessary permissions here. And once you apply, you click the apply button, they gets approved right away. Okay, so moving on to testing the API. In order to test the API, simply click on the development kits link that you can see on the left sidebar, right? And once you click that, click on the API testing tool, and as you can see on my screen, you will be redirected to the API testing tool, and there you can select the endpoint to which you want to make your API call to, and in the app key selector, select the use platform app key. What it will do is that selecting this option will give you the option to play with API endpoints with the mock data, and if you use the mock data, you will be able to get the structure of API responses, and you can code your application accordingly. Okay, so let's now talk about the API rate limitations TikTok Shop API offers. So the rate limitations are like 50 API requests can be made within a 1 second, right? And this limit is separate for separate stores. That means if your TikTok API is connected to 5 different apps, your app can make 50 API calls per second per store. In the same way, if a TikTok store is connected to 5 different applications, each of those apps will be able to make 50 API calls per second individually, right? So this is what they offer. And if we talk about how they control the rate limitations, they use the leaky bucket method to replenish your request once you go out of your API request limit. Okay, so all these details are I believe good starting point to start coding your integration for the TikTok shops. For detailed instructions, I have also dropped a link to this presentation in the video description. Each slides include the link to the relevant official TikTok